don't always need courage to get out of your hurt. You need clarity to get out of what's hurting you. Most of the times in life, we are hurt. We are hurt by somebody close. We are hurt in a relationship or relationships. We are hurt in a professional way. We are hurt from outside. Sometimes we are hurt from the circle within, the people that we trust. Many people we hurt, many people hurt us. But hurt is a great opportunity. It doesn't look like that right at the beginning. It just doesn't look like that. It looks like a devastation. It looks like everything has come to an end. It hurts like crazy. It's painful. But if you can just stay still, just for some time, stay still and see what caused that hurt. What part of you wasn't ready to show up? What part of you were you hiding? What part of you are you ashamed of? What part of you are you worried about? And you want someone else to fulfill that part on your behalf. And when that someone else doesn't show up for you, you get hurt. The question, where did I get the courage, or where do I get the inspiration to make these videos, to speak my truth, to talk about consciousness and awareness, and where do I get the clarity from? It's as simple as that. I have had many people hurt me professionally as a healer. Many people who have come forward, who have been more shoplifters than anything else. They have taken what they needed, they have felt clear, they have felt rejuvenated, energized, taken the content and gone back on their word. In fact, judged me to just get out of what they were supposed to deliver. In that moment, it hurt very badly. But every single such moment posed a question in front of me. What am I hiding? What am I not showing up with? What part of me am I conveniently putting aside and asking someone else to show up on behalf of me? You know, just before I started doing my Facebook Lives, I think 3 or 4 months before that, I had invited an author to come and write about naval consciousness, and the person decided to come to my house in Pune, and we stayed together for 2 days. The person heard my story, and I was very vulnerable. I shared my personal story more than anything else, so that they would know the truth of me and my work and the earnestness that comes in it. After shoplifting what the person had to shoplift, after getting energized and rejuvenated, the person went back and 2 days later sent me a very judgmental message about the personal choices that I have made. It was judgmental to the point of humiliation. It hurt a lot, and I usually do my catharsis by staying in the question and not running away from it, and allowing it to unravel in me the pain that it causes from lifetimes, the pain that I have caused or has been caused to me, and that really helps to finish the karmic memory or unravel the karmic memory so that I can finally move ahead. I was in this process for a couple of days, and then I knew that I wasn't showing up. I wasn't showing up with my authenticity, with my intelligence. I wasn't ready to show to the world who I am as the founder of Naval Consciousness, and all the wisdom that the universe, the benevolent universe, has gifted me with, that I have worked for 40 years from the time I was born, way before that, but for 40 years I have worked on it. I've had a 25 years of sadhana, an intense sadhana, in the middle of the entire domestication of life. And I wasn't showing up for all of this hard work. I wasn't showing up for the authentic being I am. I wasn't showing up for the truth that I can relay, for the truth that I have already relayed for so many people. I wasn't showing up for the lives that have been changed. And so I was sitting there looking at it very honestly. Do I want to hide or do I want to show up? And right after that, I think 1 or 2 months later, I was hit by dengue, and I was really down. I almost collapsed. It was a terrible time because I was ill, my parents were ill, and I had even written about it, how I, in my high fever, had to get up and do something for my parents, for my mother who was in high fever herself, my father paralyzed on the left side, couldn't move at all, and nobody was there, no nurse, nothing, no domestic help. That was an intense period of cleansing where everything changed, and I realized that I have to show up. So as soon as I recovered in December, I think 3rd December 2017, I began my Facebook Live, and I did not begin with putting up a video. I began with Facebook Live. I wanted to be live. I wanted it to be that alive, that if I made a mistake, if I said something wrong, and if I was a phony, if I didn't know what I was saying, if there was no authenticity, then let it be live out there. Let people look into my eyes and see the truth. And I don't have to explain anything. If you can see the truth, you can see it. If you can't see it, you cannot see it. So I completely have a filtration device out there. Those who are in resonance are showing up. I'm very grateful for that step. That's where I needed courage. But before I needed courage, I had to have the clarity. Once you have the clarity, mustering up the courage is a far easier process. If you don't have courage and you need courage to take a step in your life, it's probably because you don't have the clarity for it. So my recommendation would be, whatever is bothering you right now, tear it open. Tear it open to the last bits and find out, what are you unclear about? What are you not showing up for? And once you get clear, courage shows up.
I'm not just a student of Udumbara Gesu. I lived with her in India for 5 years, and I've known her now for almost 2 decades. So I have seen her up close in her greatest difficulties and also in her greatest successes. I watched her help all types of seekers find their own inner clarity. And that is why I can say she has the heart of a realized woman. She helps you to finally unleash the nuclear being that lies buried in all of us.
You were born with a direct connection to a timeless, unconditional clarity within you. When you're connected to it fully, you don't need any babysitters and agents for your consciousness. You're absolutely clear in life. Becoming the nuclear woman is to learn how to live a naturally ecstatic life. The kind of life that is built on self-trust. It's built on truth, and it's built on courage. It gives you the ability to see through the fog. It gives you the power to outdo redundant paradigms and look at your own ecstatic life.